Noticed that we didn't live here.
Like
Like
this
we
time last
moved
year.
in January, so we don't know what autumn and spring and all those things are.
Yep.
So what is it going to be? Soon it's going to be spring. And those are spring blossoms and they're so pretty.
They're spring blossoms? Did you just make that up?
Blossoming in the spring. Yeah, I did make that up, but I'm probably not wrong.
I don't think they're spring blossoms though, they probably have a name. White blossoms.
Well, did you just make that up?
If you didn't know, we are about to live in a van. Get rid of our large house with our large garage, with our large amount of things, and move into a van full time to go see Australia.
It's about as big as what we're sitting in right now. So abandon us. This is what we got.
I actually think we have more floor space in the van. Like, I couldn't sit like this in the van, I don't think. Okay, so we are just going to do answering of a few questions that we've received over on Instagram and put them up here on YouTube so that people can watch, because you only get a short amount of time to post stuff on Instagram. So we'll elaborate on some of these questions and let's get into it. You don't know these. I've seen all of them.
That's usually how this goes. I know nothing. You know everything.
So the first one is, what do you consider as essentials for Alfie? I'll let you answer this.
A place to sleep. So we have figured out, well, we started with, there's an old YouTube video which we can link, that we were like, oh, we made a bed for our toddler. Ixnay that, because it seemed like a lot of work and it used to be a cot type scenario. Now we're just gonna plop the mattress in that area and just let her be. So it's kind of like a floor bed, but in a car. So there's somewhere to sleep. Hopefully it's good. We don't know. Obviously all of her sleeping things, right? Like making sure that that makes sense and having the darkness. And we got the window coverings to make sure that she's happy and safe while sleeping. Eating, I think, is an essential. She needs to eat, but like, I'm not too concerned. We have like a very small table. She's not going to sit at the table. She's going to eat wherever she wants. Eating, sleeping, showering. Right now she showers every night before bed and it is a part of her routine, and we are going to have to like stop that.
I personally think
we're not going to be doing showering every night.
I personally think that's going to be one of the hardest adjustments is, and maybe it's just in my head, but
I think it's in our head. Because I think that if we just don't shower her, like there was like 2 nights last week in a row where I was like, whatever, you're not having a shower before bed, and she was just like, okay.
Yeah.
Like an adjustment to her bedtime routine, or to like our acceptance of her cleanliness?
A little bit of both.
Right.
I personally think she also just loves it. She is at that age where she just loves the shower or loves the tub. Water makes her so happy. And because we're going to have limited amount of water a lot of the time, we just can't, we just won't have the ability to give her a tub or give her a shower. There'll be times where we absolutely can, but a lot of the time we won't be able to.
Toys. Yeah, we're going to take a few toys. Which ones? I don't know. We're going to take some books. Girl loves books. And then when she's over them, we're going to take them to an op shop and we're going to buy some more and we're going to move on. And I think what we've talked about is that nature and the experience is the essentials. So like, not much.
Yeah.
Basic human survival of what she needs is what we're giving her, and we'll maybe change our mind if she hates that. And she's like, where are they at for my toys? We'll be like, okay, let's go buy some. I don't know.
Yeah, we can always change. But I think we're, overall, for ourselves included, we're going as minimal as possible with what we're taking. So she will be getting rid of a lot of things. I don't think she'll miss them. I think she is a small, adaptable little human.
Today we played with a snail outside for like 20 minutes. Like, she doesn't need much. Or she's like, ooh, a stick, and like she's happy. So we're just going to keep encouraging her to create fun versus be given fun.
Oh, the one thing you're going to make for her.
Oh yeah, the painting thing. So you know those like big butcher paper rolls? Anyways, I'm going to magnetize a holder for it somehow to the outside of the vans so that we can pull it down and she can paint and color and whatever. And then you instantly were like,
she's going to paint all over the outside of the van.
And I just think,
I'm sure we can get washable paint.
Yeah, like washable paint.
It'll be fine.
She'll be happy.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, so this next question, I am confused by it, but I'm going to let you answer it, okay? What is the floor space in the van actually going to be?
Okay, so we don't understand what the question means, but I think if you were asking me what the floor space in the van actually is, it's small.
What's your rug size?
60 by 200
millimeters.
centimeters.
Centimeters. Oh yes.
About this big by this big. No.
60 centimeters, 2 rulers. That's 2 rulers across. That's all we have.
Yeah.
That's
so there's
small.
not a lot of floor space. There's a few other spaces. Like our bed is a queen size bed. Often the bed portion you can like kind of take apart and hide it, and then it becomes a table, and then you have all this like space. We don't have that. Ours is just gonna forever be a bed. So I think that the bed turns into like our playroom. Whereas if we need to hang out inside, that's where else we can hang out. Because there's not a lot of like other space. We're not going to just be like play on the floor with your things. A, you don't have things, and there's nowhere for you to sit on the floor. So
the next question: what luxuries will you not go without? I don't actually know this. I haven't thought about this.
Not go without. Well, we weren't willing to go without a toilet,
and we weren't willing to go without
solar.
What
the fuck is that?
You weren't willing to go without being able to stand up.
Oh, yeah.
So we've already got our luxuries.
Yeah, in picking our van before purchasing it, we had our non-negotiables.
Yeah.
And now that we have those, it's hard because, like, in our life currently, we don't really have very many luxuries. I mean, I say that from a privileged standpoint. Like, we live in a house and we have a car and we have all the things that we could need and more. But in terms of, like, luxuries...
Yeah, I wouldn't say we're like...
Like a warm shower, we'll go without.
Correct, yeah, we will go without.
Delicious food?
We will not go without. So I would say that's a luxury. I don't think we'll be having like a delicious food all the time, but I think you and I are very good at eating very basic
Yeah,
things.
We've learned that we're going to be eating quite basic. Like our fridge isn't very big, and we're not going to take like a million pots and pans and you only have 2 little spaces to cook it. So like you have to be kind of smart with how you cook.
But I feel like we're used to that in a way.
Yeah, we are used to it. Luxuries, showering.
I would say also, Kelsey and I, not with a dog and a toddler, but we've lived in some pretty small places. When we were traveling around a lot, there have been some tiny homes that we lived in for a month. So I guess it's all dependent on the sort of person that you are. But we've lived in plenty of different places and plenty of tight quarters with, you know, that one house in Tofino had just like a little burner and we had to make dinner. You were always making dinner in like this very calculated way. So I do feel like there's been many times in our life where we've had to do things like this already, and I know it's going to be slightly different, but I do feel we're a bit already like set up to do it.
Yeah, I think it comes down to like the luxuries for us. We could give them up, whatever. When it comes to like luxuries for our child, I'm like, oh man, it's so much easier to just pop leftovers in the microwave though. Because like she's not hungry, and then within seconds she's hungry, and I'm just like, oh my god. So there's things like that I do find mentally a struggle because we're not doing it yet. That I'm like, how is this gonna work? But we're gonna adapt, and it's gonna be fine.
What are you looking for?
Oh, now something to tie her up with.
Oh my god, Judy.
She's like, oh man, she's got the electrical cord. Okay, just fucking lay down.
See, this is an example of how resourceful we are. We don't have a leash right now, and Jude needs to just be resting and tethered, so we're going to use this cord. What is it even for?
That's the problem. We don't know. Currently on a 100% raw meat diet, and she will no longer be on that. And that does actually feel quite sad to me.
Yeah, we just don't have the freezers. We don't have a freezer. We don't have the space to keep.
And I'm not keeping raw meat in our fridge. That is like, no, I'm just not doing it. So we're changing her diet completely, and that is something that for the last 3 years I've felt very strong about, is feeding her a raw. Anyways,
that's changing.
Stay tuned, because that is hard for me.
We will pick her up some raw stuff on the way, but it won't be fully raw anymore. Okay, so how long will you go?
We don't know.
How long will you go?
How long will you go? I don't know. So we've had some hard discussions about this because we are very different people. And Lucy says, I am doing a lap and we are going for a year.
At minimum.
And I think that language is so hard for me to wrap my mind around, because what if it's not a circle? And what if it's a and what if it takes less? I don't know. I don't want to put... Why is it flashing red? Is
it's
that good?
Flashing red.
Well, I feel we don't know. We don't know how long we're going to go. Judy, just lay down.
You're
Hey.
making me anxious, Jude.
Just lay down, mate. Just rest. Lay down.
Her eyes twitching because she's so tired. Here she goes. Okay. Alright.
Oh yeah,
So,
we
yeah.
don't know how long we're going to go, but typically we're in this group about the people who do the lap of Australia, and everyone says, I guess not everyone says. Our original thing was like, oh, we'll go do for a year and do the lap, and then everyone says a year's not very long to do a lap, depending on how you want to do it. And some people have done it in 4 months, and that seems stressful. So like, we're taking it slow.
Mm-hmm.
We're not in a hurry. I don't want to be the kind of travelers that are like, get somewhere, set up camp, have dinner, go to bed, wake up, go again.
No.
That sounds horrible. So we're going to go very, very slow. And if we find somewhere we like, we're going to stay for weeks if we can.
Yeah.
A month if we need.
Yeah. It's can be challenging because there's sort of times that certain things happen. Like there's a time where you can swim with these sharks, or there's a time that you can swim with these whales, or if you want to stay right on the beach, you have to book that campsite, otherwise it books out. So I feel a little bit of a pressure to book ahead and plan ahead because I don't want to miss out on things. But at the end of the day, I think that we just need to, for the lifestyle that we want to live, we actually just need to take it slow, and we need to not plan, and we need to just, if we miss out on that, we miss out on that, and maybe we get it next time. But going slow and not over planning, because if you book something so far in advance, then you have to be there by that time. And if you find someone that you absolutely love, with people that you absolutely love, you have to leave perhaps more soon than like before you're ready, and that's something that we just really don't want. So we are going to probably take it a lot slower than a lot of people do, and I think that is the best thing for our family, especially because long car rides not great for Alfie. Jude loves the car, but also it's not that fair on dog to be in the car all the time. So we will just take it slow, I would say. And I think the biggest reason I put a year to it is because this has been a dream of mine for so long, and I don't want to have it be hard in the first few months and then we quit because it's bloody hard and a change. And so I'm kind of just trying to subconsciously, I think, get Kelsey to commit to a year, because then I can be like, well, you said a year. But like,
I won't. Because my theory, and I don't foresee it happening, but if after 3 months we actually do fucking hate it and it's not going well, we're allowed to stop.
Yeah, I know.
We are allowed to stop, and that does not mean we didn't do it. That does not mean that we failed. It just means that we chose something different, and then that's okay.
Yeah.
So that we're competing on some language.
Yeah, we're just very different people as well. So
yeah, it's like on your bucket list to tick off lap 12 months, and I'm like, traveling Australia is a broad term, and that seems great to me, but she wants to do a lap.
Anyway, so we're very different. So we don't know how long. What direction?
But I guess if you were to ask that question, it's like we don't have a time limit. Like maybe that's a different way. It's not like we only have a year to go. Like we're indefinitely going, and when we want to stop, we stop. And if we want to stop somewhere and rent for a year and then go again, we do that. We got no plans.
I think people in person that I've been talking to about this are like, well, when will you be back? And I think what I just keep saying is
soz.
We don't know.
I've never said soz in real life, but it means sorry.
We don't know if we will.
I don't think we're coming back.
Yeah, we might not be back. Who knows? Never say never, but I feel once we get out there...
I'm leaning towards not coming back.
We may not be back. Who knows?
I'm just leaning towards it. Just like you want to lean towards a year, I'm leaning towards not coming back here.
Anyway.
Sorry.
So yeah, we're probably not coming back, but I don't know. We'll see. Okay, we do know this. We do know the answer to this one. What direction will you head?
We're going to Tasmania.
But hold on.
Oh.
We decided, because that is a big thing, you basically decide which way you're going to go around Australia, and that will determine at certain times of the year what you're seeing and where you are because of the seasons.
You're not wrong, but I think what we're focusing on that is not what you see where you are. Is like, when is it going to be the ideal temperature? Because we don't have a heater and we don't have an air conditioner. Mm-hmm. So we don't want to be somewhere in the middle of somewhere that's going to be 40 degrees. Yeah. We cannot do that with children and a dog.
Yeah, we basically need to chase the sun, but chase the high 20s, low 30s.
Yeah, we need to be within 40. Like 25 to 30 degrees wherever that is happening, which means we can't be in Victoria in winter because we'll freeze, but we also can't be in the Northern Territory in January because we will burn.
Exactly.
So we're chasing temperatures. more than we are.
Yeah, but you do need to decide which way you're going to go.
Yeah, absolutely, but it's not to, like you were just saying, because it's like, what do you want to see when you want to see it? It's like, yes, that is the thing, but I think for us, it's like safety is our main priority with our dependents.
For sure. And we decided that with a game of good old-fashioned rock, paper, scissors. So we were sitting out in the sun, and it was we didn't want to plan too far ahead, as mentioned, but we did sort of I felt like we needed to know which direction we're at least heading, so I can start looking at some things. And then we just rock paper scissors it. I don't even know who won.
Yeah, I won. I think it was more so. Well, I remember because then I felt guilty. I was like, oh my god, what if I made the wrong decision? Anyways, it does not matter.
As soon as the decision was made, it was like, that's the direction we're heading.
The decision needed to be made to like narrow down what we could think about, because if you're thinking about Australia. Van life, you're just like, it's so overwhelming. Now we're thinking about going east in January, February, March, April, and it's like, okay, well, we can probably do that.
It just feels a lot better. Anyway, we also made the decision to go to
Tasmania.
On Kelsey's bucket list. You don't have a bucket list, but it's one place you really wanted to go.
I've just never been. I've been to a lot of Australia, and I've never been to Tasmania, and I hear a lot of really good things about it, and it feels almost wrong to not visit it if you're gonna do a lap of Australia. And a few accounts that we follow, or YouTube that we followed, or whatever, people choose not to do it, and it's like, okay, yeah, that's fine, that doesn't fit into your thing, but like, I don't want to choose not to do it. And then also it does fit into our timeline quite well, because we're in Victoria in January, which is the safest place to be, not set, but like temperature wise.
Yeah,
it's the coldest part of the country, but the hot country.
It can get really cold if you're a little bit later, basically, than when we're going. So we're going in summer.
So we take a 12-hour ferry to get to Tasmania with our van, and it leaves like an hour from where we live. Yeah. So if we don't go at the beginning of our trip, we have to go at the end of our trip. And I'm like, mate, let's just do it. So we're going to go down to Tasmania. We'll come back on the ferry, and then we're going to go east up through New South Wales, Queensland. Over to Northern Territory, through WA, down South Australia, and it might take a year, it might take 4 years, I don't know. Or we might go...
we might go all around.
And have a great time in it, it'll be fun.
But we at least know we're going to Tassie for a month, because we have now the ferry booked from departing in Jan and then returning in Feb. So we at least know...
We know
that
1 month
first month of travel, basically, we're going to be spending it in Tassie. So I think that's pretty cool. What is your favourite thing about the van?
Driving it.
I knew you were going to say that. Your bouncy seat.
I love driving it. It's so good. So my dad used to be a truck driver, like a semi-truck, and he had like the air hydraulic, what are they? I don't know, like the seats go up and down. And when you're driving this van, it's so fucking cool. I look over at you in the passenger seat and you're going, and I'm like, it's so fun. But also it's a beast.
It's a beast.
And I like driving large things.
Yeah. It's really cool.
I like it. I like driving it. I like the sounds that it makes. I feel fantastic about it. But if it's not about driving it, what do I love about it? I like that when I'm cooking, I just like the sliding door is out, because I would say I do the majority of the cooking. I'm kind of controlling, and then I like it to be my way. But you open it and you just whatever you.
I love our windows.
Yeah, I love a lot about it.
I love so much about it. I love the smell, which sounds really weird, but it still smells like it was just freshly built, like the wood. I've spent a lot of time in it because I've been fixing some things, and every time I hop into it, I smell it, and I'm like, I love the smell of this van. It's so weird. That's so weird. And I also just love how it looks, even though we are going to change some things. I wanted a van. I think one of the first ones that you sent me was like this blue, old, shaggy carpet type retro vibes, and it was like, we could have gone that direction. I feel that it is like actually beautiful to look at, both from the outside and the inside, and maybe I'm just biased because it's ours, but I think it's beautiful.
No, because you see a lot of vans and you wouldn't choose them.
It's just beautiful. I love it.
I walk in and I'm like, oh.
It's really nice. It's a really nice...
It's like a warm hug.
Yeah, it is.
It feels nice, and like once we get all of our stuff in it, it's actually very smartly built.
Yeah, it is.
I'm not an expert, but like where the storage is and the amount of storage feels smart.
Yeah.
I didn't have to do it.
Yeah, it's awesome.
I love that it just is ours.
Yeah, it's ours, and it's just so bloody nice. Okay, I do know the answer to this one, even though I don't like the answer to this one.
Okay.
Who is on spider duty?
Lucy.
Fuck. Okay. Is Jude coming?
Yes.
Yes, of course Jude is coming. I got the
I don't think that there are a lot of people who do van life in Australia that do not take the
I got the
dogs.
question a lot. I was shocked. I think just because I'm like, of course Jude is coming.
Yeah, okay, so then if you're not from Australia, like I think in Canada it's different, but like we were telling people that we're bringing our dog,
Yeah.
but in Australia, dogs aren't allowed in national parks.
Any.
For what I believe to be a lot of very good reasons. They're
Mhm.
protecting their flora, their fauna, their animals, their everything. It is to protect the national park. Dogs are invasive creatures. Dogs who are off leash, which you would say don't go off leash, and then everyone lets their dogs off
Mhm.
leash. It is a problem. So I agree. Don't let your dog in a national park.
Yeah.
That's great, because not everyone is going to have their dog right beside them at all times.
Mhm.
Now, even though we would, because our dog doesn't go off leash, I still agree no dogs in or national parks. So a lot of people who have done the lap, whether it's 4 months, 7 months, a year, they don't bring their dogs. They just stays with their parents or their whatever, because it really is going to limit the things that we see and do.
It will. However, I can't imagine doing it without her. One of the
part of the reasons we're doing it is for her.
Is for her, yeah. Like, we want to travel more. We've got a dog that I would say has pretty special needs. We're doing this sort of travel because she can come. And she's actually, I find, a completely different dog whenever we go on trips like this. When we had the caravan, we went on one trip and I just came back from that being like, Jude is a different dog. She
loves the car. She likes to be on the road.
Yeah, she just loves it. And I do find in the house sometimes being cooped up or whatever, or she, reacts to the lights in here, but if you do the same light in the car, she doesn't react to it. So I'm like, there's something about having a home that and maybe she will get like that in the van.
I think she will. She's going to learn her area and be like, oh, this is what I protect, and now I'm going to, it'll happen.
However, she just, with her long leash and the sun, she calms right down. And I don't know if it's because we're outside a lot where there's more to her for her to watch, so she feels like she can't do her normal behavioural
also
things.
Like her sensory overload, that she's tired quicker because she's like taking so much in.
Anyway, I just feel like it's actually some people think it's mean to do van life with dogs, and I actually think it's going to be the best thing for her.
Well, I believe it is going to be the best thing for her because A, we're not doing national parks and we're not just leaving her somewhere all by herself. We will be with her the whole time.
Mm-hmm.
And B, we're going slow. We're not like, oh, we got to go hike this mountain and then do this tomorrow, and then you're sleeping in the van for 8 hours and then we're going over here. It's like legit, we're just going to like go chill at.
Yeah. The first week of her van journey though, she's literally going to go on an overnight boat. She's never been on.
Well, I don't think she's been on a boat. I don't know. But yeah, she's gonna.
I just find that so funny, but we'll get her used to it. She'll be fine.
I think she'll be fine.
We've already taken a trip with her, and she bloody loved it. And she was a perfect dog.
I would say that she is part of the reason we're doing it.
Yeah, she's really hard at home, and she'll be hard out there too. But I feel like she's out there being a dog, and she'll meet other dogs, and we'll be around her more, and we'll have more time. Like, it's just gonna be different. It's just gonna be good.
But yeah, we would never leave her at home.
No, because nobody would want her.
No one would take her.
Last one. What essentials are you packing? Want to know my number one essential?
You drown.
Oh, I haven't even bought that yet.
You told me you were gonna wear your puff. The only jacket she's bringing in is her puff.
No.
I was like, you look like a dork. Me.
No.
Jude.
No.
Alfie.
No.
Your Blundstones.
No.
Your essentials. Mascara.
My essential.
Coffee.
No. But that is.
I'm running out of
We already have it. And I love it.
It's an air fryer.
No.
What is it?
We have it and I love it. And it's a pretty big deal that we're taking it.
Her electric bike.
That is, I think, going to be something that I know that Kelsey is on board. But when you know someone for 10 or so years, I know that she's on board, but in the back of her mind somewhere is this little bit of are we actually fucking bringing that bike? And I cannot wait to use it so much and for it to be one of the best things that we take, because I just know in my heart that it is. Picture this. You arrive at
If you can.
You arrive at a campsite. You've got a needy toddler, a demanding dog. You set up the awning, you set out your outdoor rug, you set up the chairs, you unlock all of your cupboards, you get things out, you're all set up, and then you're like, we don't have any milk. You get on the bike and off you go. And it is going to be, that is just one example of how much of a game changer this bike is going to be. So that's my essential. That's it. And coffee.
Yeah, okay, so I'm on board with the bike because, yeah, that's one thing about your vehicle also being your home is if you do need to go somewhere, you got to pack everything up.
Which can be really hard with a little human. I think if it was just us different, when you've got a little human disrupting that flow and then trying to get her in the car seat, not at this age.
No.
Maybe when she's 5 or older, not right now.
I think never.
I'm just saying, like, it's just a hard age for stuff like that to all of a sudden quickly pack everything up, put her in the seat and drive. Like, it's just, you don't want to be doing it. Yeah. That's not your essential.
No. But I'm not disagreeing with
Okay.
you. I do think that it's very heavy and it takes up a lot of space.
It takes up a lot of our small space. It takes up quite a bit of it.
It takes up a lot of space, but I'm happy for you to bring it. And if we decide that we don't actually use it, then we can sell it and, like, move on. But, like, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
I'm happy about it. I think it's great.
That's the other thing. We can always change once we get on the road. So wait, what's your essential?
My essential is my girls. Just kidding. Something I'm bringing that's essential. To be honest, I don't really know because I haven't thought about what I'm bringing. But I think, honestly, I don't know what these items are, but I just want to be safe.
Mm.
So, like
a first aid kit?
Oh, yeah, like a first aid kit or, like...
Don't tell them all the things we have to booby trap bad guys.
No, but, like, there's baiting in WA for some of the invasive animals, which if your dog eats it, it will friggin' die almost instantly. So, like, I don't want to be stressed about my dog dying while on a walk. So, like, we need to come up with a solution for that. There's also, like, areas where in seasons where the black flies are terrible, and it's like, well, I don't want to be my toddler being annoyed by that because we can't get away from the flies, so we have to have a solution. And, like, then there's an area that you go and, like, the mosquitoes could kill you. So, like...
Actually?
Yeah, there's one place in WA that, like, the mosquito bites, they're carrying some sort of something, so, like, you can get really sick. So, like, having the right mosquito... Remember I told you that one thing and someone posted in the group is, like, my toddler has been eaten alive by mosquitoes and their head looks like one of those exercise balls, like the massage balls, because their head has been so mosquito-y. So there's just things that, like, happen while camping, or ants that we're talking about. And it's just, like, I think... My essentials are not, like, luxuries, but just, like, safety things.
Comfort.
And there's snakes, spiders, having, like, a snake kit. Like, what happens if? I don't want to be one of those, like, dumb travelers that ends up on the news and is like, girls hiking in mountains with toddler wearing no shoes and dog unable to respond to cues get bit by eastern brown snake and think it was funny.
We're just so not those people, but I get what you're saying.
But we're just also not prepared. We don't know what we would do if our dog got bit on a hike.
Correct.
So, like, my essentials are learning about and being prepared for the things that hopefully never happen, which, again, will take up space, and carrying all these things is going to be ridiculous, but, like, heaven forbid you actually need it.
It'll be worth having.
It'll be worth having. And if you don't need it, you'll be like, this was stupid. But I would think that's my essential. And if it's an essential for, like, luxury, it's more around planning. Like, how do we make sure that I have my own spare time, and how do you make sure that you have your own spare time? So, like, I need a hobby, and you need a hobby, and, like, making time for that. So, like, my other thing.
I think, just to finish is, like, this is going to be our life. This is not just a vacation. This is not it is a trip, but it's also going to be our life. So it is going to be important for us to have our own time for me, it's going to be important to have an exercise routine. Not so much for you, but
It is now. Look, I am going to the gym.
but if I was to ask you, you don't actually probably like want it. It's more of a like, I feel like I should do this. Whereas for me, I want that. So anyway, there's going to be things that, yeah, it's just regular life, but life on the road. So as much as possible, making it as normal as possible, or like as good as possible. Having time for each other, having time for ourselves, that sort of thing is going to be crucial. And we've talked about that ahead of time. I think there's plenty of podcasts out there that we've listened to that talk about the mental health side of van life and how hard it can be, and on your relationship and things like that. So I would say, yeah, those are some essentials to think about.
Yeah, bringing I got a new camera. Really excited to like photograph small things, everything.
I thought you meant small things as in like the tiny bugs and stuff. I was like, what?
No.
I'm really excited. I'm picturing you down on the ground with like the ants.
Green tree ant!
Is there anything else that you want to say?
No.
I love you. I'm excited to do this with you.
I am looking forward to this. Like, I can't get excited because it's so far away, but like once it's happening, I'll be like, okay, this is our new life now. I was going to show them my wool socks.
They can see.
They can probably see them because you got such a good camera. Essentials. You want to talk essentials? We're taking very minimal clothing, but we're going to like invest in the right clothing.
Yeah.
Starting with,
wool.
I've been thinking a lot about like, what socks do I bring? Because like they're not hot. Like, I don't think hot socks are ever like, hey, look at my socks. These are so nice. But like, do you know what I mean?
Oh my god, I think we need to end the video.
Do I wear these socks in the summer?
To be honest, I've never seen you wear those socks before.
I've been wearing them every day for like a month.
I mentioned that she should wear my wool Swiftwick socks and she hasn't taken them off.
Yeah, but they're actually great.
I told you. Anyway.
But do I wear these in summer or do I have to get summer wool socks?
You get a slightly thinner wool sock than that one.
Okay, so we're gonna invest in quality things that we only need a few of.
Yeah.
And on that note, please subscribe and we'll see you next time.